Now, I heard an older and much wiser woman say that how a man leaves a house is a reflection on you. So if you let your man leave the house looking and smelling like trash, girl, what does that say about you? Trash?
I'm gonna try. Work till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, 'cause I'm not giving up on my dream.
Hey gorgeous, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kopano, and this is how I do things. The show where you send me your questions and I'll let you know how I would do things, and I can take it as entertainment, use it as advice, take it, don't take it, use it, don't use it at all. Listen, do what you will with it. Do you know why? Because me, no professional. I'm no professional whatsoever. I'm just letting you know what I would do if I was in your shoes. Hunties. Here's the thing. In relationships, we need to make each other better. Yes. This is not me trying to make you a Bob the Builder. Okay? You see this title and you think to yourself, yes, girl's gonna teach me how to put my hard hat on and chip away at my... You're not chipping away at your man. No. If maybe sometimes you get to see that your man likes to walk around with really hard feet and long as claws for toenails, ooh, or there may be a funky smell coming from a certain nether region, or just maybe that you just want to spoil your man, this video is for you, because it does happen. Maybe he's perfection. He is perfection. He's 3 steps on the face. He has his cleansers. He knows how to exfoliate. Your man even sometimes wears a mask. There are ways that you can spoil your man. There are ways that you can even turn it sexy if you know how to do it. And there are ways that if there are certain things that you notice and they kind of bother you as a woman, and they might even affect how things go down in the bedroom, then these tips are for you to subtly spoil your man. We're calling it spoiling, but actually what we're doing is we're making sure that he looks and smells a little better so we can continue to be turned on by our men, because sometimes it does happen. And I feel you, honey. I received a lot of questions about this topic, okay? A lot of questions about this topic. What do I do if a man's hygiene is a little bit on the dodge side and I just want to raise it just a bit? I'm going to tell you how to spoil your man and help him with his hygiene. Warning, before we get started, men don't go backwards in lifestyle. So once you spoil your man in a specific way, best believe this is now a way of life, okay? Once you trim his balls, once you teach him how to take a clipper and trim the hair around his balls, that is your job moving forward. I'm just letting you know, that's how men are. He'll be like, he hasn't shaved them in a long time because you haven't gone down there with a clipper, because now you're the one who taught him how to do it. So how do you just leave him alone moving forward? I'm just letting you know. If you're going to do some of these things, understand, you have to be willing to do them moving forward. But if your man is nice enough, he might take over. Maybe. Number 1 is the bath. Period. Spoil your man by putting in the water into the bath for him. Period. Just get him into the habit of taking baths at least once a week, right? This does not mean that he's not showering on all other 6 days of the week. Just try to get him into the habit of taking a bath. What this does is this is an extra deep clean, but it's also good for his skin if you follow the rest of the tips that are going to come in here. Because once he takes those really good baths, if he's a person who has back acne, if he has a lot of sores, if he has a lot of muscle tension, taking a bath in the ways that I'm about to tell you will actually help him to get some of that tension away. Also, if you teach him to take a longer bath, he will also be able to give you some time out every now and again. So when are we seeing it, just for you to just chill by yourself and have some me time while he takes his bath. I love the fact that my man does it all by himself. I love it. He takes about like an hour. He can take 2 hours in his whole bath routine, and he comes out smelling, looking, feeling good. His skin is amazing. He's never tense, the emotions and the muscles are relaxed. Honey, just pour your man a bath every now and again. And if he doesn't want to get into it, invite him in. So number 2 is Himalayan bath salt. Now, Here's a trick to buying a man Himalayan bath salt. You're not going to go buy that little pink, nice, cute, frilly thing that clearly looks like it's for women. No. You're going to go to a health shop. You're going to buy the Himalayan pink bath salt in bulk, the ugly looking one. You're going to put it in a container for him and say, honey, this is for you. And when you pour him that bath, you're going to pour it in. The reason why you want to give him Himalayan bath salt, pink Himalayan bath salt for his baths, is because it helps with sores. It is also known to help soothe acne, any eczema as well, and psoriasis. It also helps with muscle tension and muscle relief because it has magnesium in it as well, so it delivers it to the skin, and it really does help to loosen, to try and take those muscles to help contract and relax afterwards. So if he is a type of person who does have the tension in the shoulders, does have the tension in his arms, you can give that to him in a bath and it will truly help him. He's never taken a bath before until he's tried it with Himalayan bath salts. Pour him the bath, invite him to take the bath all by himself. Put on a book from Audible, put on some music, either put on a nice lesson from YouTube or whatever it is. Maybe you can listen to a book and just give him that him time for him to be by himself and say, listen, go into this bath. When you come out, I'll spoil you with something else. On a Sunday or on a Saturday, just do that for your man and just see how this just improves your entire relationship. Him as a person, men can be tense and stressed and just sour sometimes. Pour him a Himalayan bath salt bath. Your life changeth. Number 2 is to have coconut oil in the bath. Now, I have not mentioned any bubble baths, but if you do want to add bubbles into the bath along with the salt and the coconut oil, go ahead. But if your man does have dry skin, if he does have that back acne, if he does have any of those sores or any of that eczema, coconut oil is something that you do want to put into the bath. So buy yourself a nice big tub of coconut oil, take a spoon or two at a time, warm it up or put it directly into the bath, let it melt, and what will happen is when he comes out, his skin will be exfoliated and all of that dead skin will be off because of the Himalayan bath salt, but he will also be moisturized, darling, when he comes out because of the coconut oil. What I love to do if there's coconut oil when I get out of a bath with coconut oil is that already that coconut oil is on the skin. So while the skin is wet, when you put on oil on wet skin, it goes in beautifully. The pores are still open. So maybe you might want to offer him that, baby, once you step out the bath, call me so I can rub you down. Number 4 is where the true spoiling comes in, and this always ends with a happy ending. If you do not know what a happy ending massage is, I don't know if you want to Google it because you might end up on the wrong websites. So you want to get yourself some sweet oil and some eucalyptus oil or any sort of oil that has a bit of that minty freshness in it. And what you want to do is you're going to give your man a little bit of a massage. Lay down a towel on your bed, take that sweet oil or anything extra that you can have, some muscle relaxing oil, and rub him down. Specifically on the back, you want to focus with those minty oils or those muscle relief oils, and you want to rub his back down and then around the arms. Use the sweet oil in the front, any of the minty oils on the back, because those are the regions that tend to get tight, tend to have that eczema, tend to be dry. You know that middle part here. You know that middle part, men can't actually moisturize that part here. So if you are able to get in there with that nice muscle relaxing oil after his bath, then flip the man over and rub him down with the sweet oil in front. The smell of that sweet oil is going to be the thing that puts him on an absolute high, darling. He's going to be feeling that euphoria. He's just going to be smelling and thinking to himself, why do I want my woman so much? I want her. It's because of the sweet oil. And rub feet up, shoulders down, meet in the center and upwards. Number 5 is that you want to introduce him to 2 balms. BALM. Foot balm, beard balm. If your man has ever got a beard, sometimes those beards look dull. I don't know what it is about some men who don't want to comb their beards. Comb your beard. If your man's beard does not connect, you pay chinyana. You want to introduce him to a beard balm. Beard balms take a little bit of time to work in, but once you actually put the beard balm on and then you actually just brush the beard, it looks 10 times better, long or short. Beard balm is the thing that you want. And then a foot balm, same thing. It's a bit hard in the container, but once you get it out, okay, you put it on the feet. It goes into the feet. Anything that has tea tree in it, has peppermint in it. Again, if you have some that eucalyptus, those things penetrate into those hard feet, girl, and they soften those feet for you, so you don't have to deal with any of that funky stuff anymore. And a lot of the times when you introduce these products to your man, you want to try and put it on him first so you can show him how it is. Because here's the thing, once your man has the taste of the good life, once he has a taste of soft feet, once he sees how nice his beard looks after it's been moisturized and it's been combed just a little bit, he's gonna think to himself, can you do that again? I just want to look. Men like being spoiled. Don't think they don't. Men love being spoiled. So when you spoil your man just a little bit extra with these things, he's going to keep wanting more and more and more. And then you show him how to do it himself. So when he leaves there looking all good and snazzy, he's just like, I'm delicious. Just know you did that. You did that, girl. And a little side note, if his feet are that hard, then also with the foot balm, introduce a foot filer. It will be the best thing ever. Number 6 is a game changer of epic proportion. My man already had this one, but if your man does not have this one, you might want to invest in a handheld and rechargeable clipper. So this is not like the one that they use on the head when they shave their heads. This is more of a smaller one. It's rechargeable. He takes it off the handle, goes into the bathroom, and he trims and he clips. Now, lots of guys use this sometimes for their facial hair, but it works like a gem for the hair down there. Now, sometimes there tends to be a little bit of a smell that comes from down there, or you like to go down on your man, but you just don't like to feel like you're flossing every time that you do. Get your man a handheld clipper and then show him how to use it. It might be a bit of an intimate situation, but it's for your benefit, honey. You know, scooch the balls to the left, trim, scooch the balls to the right, trim, and just show him the good life and reward him afterwards with a little. It's a great way to spoil your man. It's a great hygiene thing as well. The shorter the hair, the less smell there is, the easier it is for him to moisturize the skin down there as well. And it's more hygienic just to keep a shorter little situation down there. It's a bit harder when you have to do it with a pair of scissors because you're scared that you might clip the boys. But if you have that handheld clipper, you just run it through, having a little bit of a comb on it just to adjust the size or how much of the hair is there. You don't have to do a flat shave. Just do one so that it's nice and short. Give him a brush cut down there, you know, just a little off the skin to avoid any ingrown hairs. You can just trim it off just so it's a bit shorter, so he doesn't have to worry about things such as using any bump patrol or anything down there. Just make it a bit shorter, making it a bit neater. You'll have a better experience and he'll have a better experience as well. Number 7 is a huge game changer for a man. If he's never done this before, which majority of the times they haven't, this will change the way his hair looks, short or long. Now, if your man is usually bald, this does not apply to you, but if he has anything above a brush cut. So what do I mean by a brush cut? More than half a centimeter of hair on his head. Then you want to introduce him to either a leave-in conditioner, which is a cream that you do put on your hair, but it has some of the conditioning factors, which is really nice. Or you want to introduce him to a curl activating cream. Now, the reason why you want to introduce him to these things is because, especially a curl activating cream, is it gives him, if he's got shorter hair, that wave that men always want on their hair. Beautiful. When he has a little bit of length on his hair and he uses a curl activating cream, his hair is going to be so luscious and 10 times easier to comb. Especially during these times, during the pandemic, lots of men are extending the periods of time that they are going to get their hair cut. So if he's taking a bit longer to get his hair cut, if you give him good moisture on his head, makes it easier for him to comb and makes it neater for him as well. Makes a person feel good when they know that they are moisturized from head to toe. I got my foot balm, my beard balm, I got my balls shaved, and now my hair's looking luscious. What? Man's gonna feel so good about himself. The way he's gonna do you that night. he's going to do you so well. And finally, number 8, hand cream. Get him his own hand cream, right? It doesn't have to have a smell, but if you want to put a brand on your man, if you want him to smell it and every time he smells it, he thinks of you, get him a hand cream. The nice thing about a hand cream is that you can get a high-end brand hand cream, knowing that it's actually pretty much just affordable. It's quite affordable to get a brand name hand cream, you know? So get him something that's nice, not just anything that he can find just anywhere. Take yourself to a good beauty store that you know that you can get specific brands. Get him something from Elizabeth Arden. Get him something that may be slightly a bit more feminine, but a brand that he may recognize. A lot of men know that Elizabeth Arden is a woman brand, makes them think of their mom, but also makes them think of you. You know, get him something that he knows is nice. It's from you. It makes his hands feel nice. Once a man knows that his hands don't have to be ashy anymore and that you've made sure that it is not, it's great. So great places to put hand cream is in his office and in his car. So leave one in the car, in the dashboard, or by the door on the side, and then leave one in his office. Every single time he sees those ashy ass hands, he's gonna reach for it. He's gonna think of you. Alright, my honeys, I hope that you enjoyed this one because it's a great way to spoil your man, but also increase those levels of hygiene and just make life a bit more interesting both for you and for him. That's all I have for you today. Let me know in the comment section which one stood out the most for you. But until next time, beautiful people, I'm Kopano and this is How I Do Things. Hey gorgeous, thank you so much for watching and thank you for making it right until the end. Now if you have not subscribed to my channel, click over here to subscribe to my channel and feel free to continue binge watching. Until next time. Mwah.